Not a VPS enable, which would probably slow down the stream a lot. Let's see. That seems fine. Let's see. Let me hide the Discord. Switch that there. Let's see. Where did I put the today's to-do list? Today is 2021. 9th. 14? 13. And today we are going to take a little look at some old notes I had a long time ago. There was a time when I wanted to write a book, a Godot Engine book, but I didn't get to it as with many of my projects. They have a short lifespan, unfortunately, for better or worse. And I decided to review that project again, to take a little look at it and see if that is more plausible to do it now. So, review. Let me write this down here. Review the prospects of whether or not we should want to write a Godot, a better Godot Engine Fundamentals ebook. Yeah, I mean that's what we're gonna do today. What else? I mean that's the plan. I don't have any other plans. We may look at something else. I have also started to look a little bit on, or rather with web browser-based games, but that doesn't have anything to do with Godot at all. It's just JavaScript, possibly TypeScript, Node, Socket.io, and all that good stuff. I probably won't work on that today though. So today I'm gonna work on this alone. Let me find a link to the stream so I can also share that. Where is the stream URL? Actually, I can just can I? Which? There we go. That. Let me put that to the side again. Where's the stream channel? So I can advertise my... Thanks. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Everything seems to be in order to do some productive work for about 1.5 hours. Yes, it's a GS game. This is a side project. This is not the main focus today. Right now, it's apparently still running. I guess I can show you. It's nothing. It's nothing now. It's nothing. It's just a dot. I can move the dot, and that's it. And if I open a different window, I can move the dot everywhere because this is a shared dot. So if you had my IP address and I opened this port and you went to this address, you could also move my dot on the screen here. And I was thinking of making some Twitch game actually, and see if I can't make something fun with that, because I think that would be of interest, at least in the Twitch community. But I'll get back to that. Not today. Today I'm gonna look a bit about writing a book. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna go through it a little bit. I'm going to think out aloud, you know. A long time ago, I had 2017. Wow, that's been a while now. I had started to begin a draft of a Godot Engine Fundamentals course. The initial idea was to make a video course, but as I were writing down my ideas and thoughts of how I would do that, I realized that maybe I should just go ahead and make a book out of it, or write maybe a pamphlet if I can't get that much content, and see where that would take us. And then after the fact, I could create a video series from that. Of course, the video series will be free. I'm not gonna charge. I don't want to earn money on the video series. I believe video content should be free. You know, anyone should be able to learn anything if they just have time and effort. And we'll see about the ebook, because I'm thinking maybe I can do monetize that, so I can add some passive cash flow on the side, you know, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll add some stuff later on. So what I've been doing is, I have been researching a little bit, I've been Googling, you know, courses in whatever, courses in Vue, courses in Unity, courses in Godot, courses in Java, like how are they structured, you know, it's most tutorials, books, video courses, they have a certain format to them. It usually starts with an introduction, followed by a overview of what you are about to learn, maybe some history, and then you start going into the, you know, this typical hello world, or the introduction to how you may use the application, or Godot Engine in our case. And as we move along, we talk a little about what we're doing. You know, what is a variable? What's the scope of the variable? How long does it last? When would you want to use variables? Naming of variables, like what is this? Is it a potato, or is it a class, service, helper, manager? And all those names are bad, by the way. So yeah, no, I agree. Hello World is not my forte. What I will do is I will make a simple game. I mean, that game may be as simple as tic-tac-toe, as long as that game contains all the elements we need to teach. I don't know if tic-tac-toe does have that. Maybe it does. It may do. I don't know. We haven't gotten there just yet. First, I need to structure the layout of what we want to write. And I did write that somewhere, but where is it? I don't know. Share with me. It's not here. On dialogue system, there is a dialogue add-on on Godot. If I'm not completely mistaken, that you can use. Oh boy. You're logged in on the computer, already playing Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time. Launch your Godot Engine. I know what it is. Fine, it's fine. It's fine. Me and my girlfriend's playing some. It's idle in the living room. Let's see. Let's open Ridge about it. Events and in-game cutscenes. All of those aspects, I would say, is heavily animation players. Possibly adding a. I mean, I would take a shortcut because I'm not great in animating. If I were to animate a scene, I would probably create a scene in Blender or something like that. If it's a cutscene, like separate from the game. If it's a game cutscene with using game assets, that would of course be different. But all cutscenes is very animation tree player-ish. But yeah, that would be cool. I have no idea what we're gonna make just yet, but I need to make it fundamental. One of my motivation behind doing that is because many people, when they learn programming, they learn development, they don't learn how to use what they learn. They learn how to read code, they learn how to write code, technically, yes, on both sides, but they don't learn how to apply those skills in such a way that would make sense. And as developers, we don't have a set of rules. We have no rules as developers. There's no, for an example, in mathematics. Let's do some mathematics, yes. Zoom in. 2 plus 2. The order of execution is you add 2 with 2 and you get 4. Okay, how about this? 2 plus 2 multiplied by 2. What is this? Now, many people may say that this is, okay, 2 plus 2 is 4, and then you times the 2 is equals 8. But that's not correct. And the reason that is not correct is because math have rules. A set of rules that, when applied, will tell you the order of execution. Meaning the order you should calculate things. Because a plus and a multiplication symbol, asterisk, they have different priorities. An asterisk, a multiplication symbol, has a higher priority than a plus, which means when these are next to each other without any parentheses or anything like that, this is what you do first. You do this first before working with this one, the 2 plus. This is lowest priority. And in code, we don't have rules like that. We should have rules like that. Now, if I were just to think of something, I would put the first rule to be readability, to be able to understand what someone has written. That would be my first rule. I haven't thought of this out yet. I am thinking about it. I'm trying to put it into words someday. And we'll see what we get from there. I mean, for example, there is don't repeat yourself. That's also a rule. Now, what's the priority rules? What should you prioritize? Should you avoid duplicate code, or should you make it readable? If you had to choose one or the other, which is the most important? Now, to me, it's very easy. Readability is way more easy, way more important than keeping duplicate code away. I'd rather have duplicate code that I understand than non-duplicate code that's difficult to understand, you know? And we don't have rules like that. I would like to get rules like that in coding. But we need great minds to do that, and I don't have a great mind. I have a mind, but not a great. So, moving away from my ramble. Where is my, where's the document written here? Oh, Slacks, welcome. Yes, you can have both, but there is still a priority. As with math, you can have plus and minus, that's both. And they're equally valued though, so you know. And you can have plus and a multiplication at the same time, but one is more important. I don't know. It's easier said than done. This is all theoretical thinking out loud, you know. And done. And that's something I would like to get out of it. So I'm thinking writing a fundamentals book may be a way to make me think of what I know and don't know. There's a lot I don't know, even though I would like to teach. A lot of what I share is something I just learned, or maybe it's something I am learning, and during the process of making maybe a blog post or a video, I keep learning while doing it. So what I do is I usually record 2 to 4 times before I have a video with a decent enough content that makes sense and that may be useful before I edit it and make it into a video, you know. And I like doing that. I don't mind that because it's a great way to learn. And I don't mind sharing. And if I'm wrong in any videos, I don't mind getting pointed out, shouted out. I don't mind when someone tells me. That's actually great information if someone tells me. Even better, if someone can tell me a better way to do something, that's even better than that again. Let's see. I'm trying to find the document. Where's the document? Is it this one? Hold on. There it is, my document. Yes, the table of contents, the initial draft of the book I was thinking of writing. Let's see. Teaching programming. I think it's a note I wrote. There's nothing to do about the book. Teaching programming to individuals with no... Let me zoom in a bit. I realize it can be small. When teaching programming to individuals with no prior concept or idea of programming, it is important to keep it as simple as possible. I would claim that you should be able to teach a child using the same teaching material. Okay, these are notes. This section is dedicated for creating a step-by-step guide for how you can approach teaching programming using various resources. Okay, this is just notes. Just notes. Forget that. Oh my god. I started writing out what I would say in a video in these parts. Oh boy. Why should you bother learning one scripting language? Yeah. I'm not gonna go in detail. I'm I'm gonna focus on these, on the table of contents, because that's what's important right now. Take a top-down approach to writing a book. And I'm still not sure if I'm going to do it. I have started. I have begun thinking and lying out and getting a I have a Git repository for my book. If I can find... Where's the chat? The chat keeps disappearing on me. Is this one? Stream. Give me one moment. I keep losing the chat. I don't know why. Open the browser. There it is. My chat is back. Where did it go though? Is my chat here? There's one. That's the one. Oh wait, there it is. I found it. Yes, I've been thinking about it for a long time. Haven't gotten around to it. Just yesterday, I discovered a neat way to write a book using Markdown. Using multiple Markdown file, which is automatically converted into a ebook or a Mobi book, which is usually great for mobiles because it's easily readable, and as well as a HTML index page via these scripts. Also, if I can open this in Visual Code, that would be great. Do I trust the authors of the files in this folder? Considering it's me, I'd say yes. Let's see. So the way this works, if you can actually follow the tutorial I followed right here. I brought it in links. This seems to be a great way to get going to write a book using a get worsening system, and that's something I really wanted to do because it's easy to do the mistake, and having a get control worsening system will be excellent. So basically, this tutorial is what I followed. Can I share this? Okay, I can share it on YouTube, but I can't share it on Twitch apparently for some reason. It allows me to write a book just using Markdown. It's beautiful. I love it, and the way it looks when you compile it is great as well. If you look at build here, we can look at the PDF, which is just one page right now. But the fonts, the styling, it's beautiful. It's like one of those books you get in school, those technical books, Pearson's maybe even. Now, what you're seeing here is a table of contents and 2 pages, also alongside with some metadata, which is the name of the book, the name of the author. And it automatically sets up bookmarks for you. It's beautiful. I don't have to do any of this. I just run a script, bam, build a book. So for example, if you wanted to add a new page to this book, let's see, there, source. Let's make a, what was the third table of content we had in our list? That's the Pixie.js tutorials I was watching. That's not the one. Where did it go? I keep losing. Ah, there it is. Course overview, introduction and setup, GD script. Well, these are modules though, and this does not fit with the other one I looked at. This one, I think. Yes, it does. Huh. Ah, whatever. Let's just add a new page. Let's call this 03 GD script. This could be the section about GD script, and this is the 3rd chapter. So if I open this notepad, I don't know why I did that, but I can open it in VS Code. GD script, my section about the amazing Python ish programming language. GD script, and then we have other pages. No, blah blah blah. More blah blah blah. Maybe we have a quote from Ivan, the amazing, on twitch.tv/Ivan Scott. Summary, something dark side. Save, and now to make this into a book, all I have to do is go into my bin folder, open a bash using git bash because it's so convenient, and run create PDF. And what's gonna happen is it's gonna do magic, black magic behind the scenes, because you can't see anything. It's just black. Ignore this. Don't look at this. Don't look at it. Look at this. This is what it look at. So now it built something. It has an output, and the output is a PDF, which was run just now, 6:28 p.m. So if I open this, I have a book, the table of contents. Let's scroll down. The first page, and the second page, and the 3rd chapter. They're all categorized in chapter using a 1 and the contents. 1.1, 1.2. It's amazing. It looks beautiful. Look at this. It's automatically formatted. I love this. And having figured out how to do this, it has been a kind of like a tiny motivational boost. Like, oh, it's so easy to write a book. All I have to do is type. You know. Now what's not included here is the front page, though. I'm not sure. I may have to manually add that. I don't know. There may be a way to also add it programmatically. And the cover looks like this. This is the cover for our PDF or ebook or whatever. It's just a face. No words. Nothing. It's gonna be the Bible. It doesn't need words. I may add some, like pretty wavy stuff on the side. I make it thick, like a Necronomicon or something like that. That would be cool. Of course, I don't have the budget to do that, but if I could, I would. Okay, let's go back to our business here. is it a default Git tool? If you're talking about Git bash, you get it automatically. Well, you may get it automatically if you follow the default installation process of installing Git, I believe. I believe if you download this and install this, it will ask you to if you want to also download Git bash and whatnot. I don't need that now. Thank you. Let's see. So let me close this one. Close that. Let's open our little book project, a little good book, and let's see what we can do here. Course overview. Oh yeah, these two first chapters was written before I found my old notes. The PDF maker is not a Git tool. No. Actually, I did share the link on this stream here. If you actually, there's a here it is. Here's the tutorial. If you search this, write the book with Markdown, you'll find Ryan Fraser's blog, and this has been very useful in setting this up. In fact, everything I got working here is because of this blog, this guide. And what you need to do is you need to install Pandoc. You need to install Pandoc Crossref, a template. You don't need this. I don't know what that is, but and you're good to go. If you're using Windows, you can install Choco Late and run Choco install Pandoc and this version, because that's the version that's compatible with the Pandoc Crossref. Pandoc Crossref. I should probably write it down. This is the only part that has to be installed manually, but you can run this, and then just install this, and you'll be able to do this. Just get a script. I can share the script on the screen. It's the same script he uses here, right there. Same script. I just changed the template paths, change the build paths, because I don't want this in the same place as he does. He does have a source code on GitLab here you can take a look at. I'll try to share that also. I don't know if... Yeah, Twitch doesn't get the links. I don't know why. It just says an X. But he has a GitLab. You can see the source code directly there he made for himself. He has also explained a little bit how you can set this up, but the installation instruction wasn't that great, so I wrote my own. And credits, of course, because I appreciate that, like his help. And licenses, which apparently, is that a typo? Shouldn't licenses be a... No, it's correct. Yeah. I have two licenses currently. One is with the latex, the latex template, and the other one was the Pandoc Markdown book, which is the entire guide here. And the license part is pretty much plagiarism of the build script. Let's see. Okay. So if I want to write this, how do I want to write? I guess I could follow this. Course. Oh. Godot Engine overview. Now, the difference between these two are the course overview is I guess it's a bio of me, the first one, like who am I, like who the heck, why are you gonna listen to me? You know, about me, what's Godot Engine, like a little bit what Godot Engine is, maybe, I don't know, I haven't figured this out. I think I just copy and pasted this. No, I did. Yeah, a short story about what is Godot Engine. Godot Engine, you know, it's usually the standard stuff you get from, if I go to GodotEngine.com, it can be something about, you know, the game engine you're waiting for. Godot provides a huge set of common tools so you can just focus on making your game without reinventing the wheel. Godot is completely free and open source under a very permissive MIT license. No strings attached, no, there's nothing. The game is yours, don't worry, last in the code. And maybe something like that. That could be enough on this, in the introduction, in the overview section. Like, that's it. Maybe with some background images, some pictures of some open source games and whatnot. Of course, I will need permission to use those images, so I will do that when we get that far. So who is this for? Target audience. Like who is this shit for? Who cares about this? Well, if you want to be a developer, if you want to learn good programming, as well as to make a game. Very easy. Like, that's it. At least for now. I'm gonna rewrite this. This is just the first iteration. This is the stage where we usually just write anything you can think of. Don't censor yourself, just write down what you think, then you go through it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, until you have something. So what will you learn though? What will you learn? You will learn to master your domain with Godot Engine, something, Python-ish language called Godot, or the Godot script. We're gonna look at Godot native, what's its name? Visual scripting. Was it native? No, not native. Visual scripting is what I'm thinking about. Visual scripting. C# and GD script. Now, actually, hold on. No. We're not gonna learn C# here. We're gonna learn GD script, but I'm gonna talk about C# in examples to share equivalents of GD C#. I think maybe. I haven't decided yet. This is the idea phase. Maybe. Side by side comparisons. That would be nice, wouldn't it? I think it would be nice. I would love that. Visual scripting. We are not going to look at shaders. So I'm gonna add something we're not going to learn. Shaders. And I don't think we're gonna do animations in this part, because animation is it's an advanced node, I'd say. I think. Right? Isn't it? No, we're gonna use animation player to make simple movement. No, we're gonna use that. So what are we not gonna learn? That's just as important what we are gonna learn, because if we can write down what we're not gonna learn, we will know ahead of time what we're not gonna go into, so we can adjust our focus appropriately. But I know we're not gonna work with shadows. We're not gonna work with multiplayer, I think, just yet, because this is fundamentals. Actually, I'm gonna write online multiplayer, because we're gonna do a local, split screen thing. We can easily do that. Very easy. What else are we not gonna learn? We're not gonna learn how to use Windows, how to use Linux. I don't know. I mean, that's it for now. So we are not going to learn shaders on multiplayer. It is the fundamentals course. Fundamental. And what I was doing just before starting the stream is I was doing a quick search to find what the existing courses to check out the competition. Which is not a competition, it's just other views, I'd say. Because you can watch the same guides made by different people and have different experiences and completely different. You will learn completely differently, because a tutor, developer, whatever, may focus on something completely different than the other developer doing the same thing. For example, me, I would focus on not only share information about variables, information about methods, like what is it, what not, but I would also share how you would use them. How, like, well, the best example I can think of is naming. How would you write a name? What's important when writing a name? When you write a function name, what's important? Okay. Do people ever teach that once you write a method name, you should change it later if you can find a better name? No, you don't find that in the book. You don't find the book that once you learn about methods, that when you have written a method name, you can easily change later. And you should change later if it makes it in such a way that you can understand better. That's my thoughts about that. Enough. Oh wait, and the Udemy, interesting. Game AI fundamentals for Godot Engine. I suspect Game AI fundamental is just a wrapper to make search results a bit bigger. We'll see. Let's see. Okay, vision, aiming. So the AI we're talking about, is that like a algorithm to look at player with some delay, with a max torque, so you can't completely follow the player directly, but you have like slow torque. This is fine, but this is not what I'm going to do at all. This is very specific. Let's not look at that one. Let's look at something else. How about something norsk? Ja, jeg prater norsk. I prater norsk av og til, but not very often. I don't speak Norwegian a lot during my stream, unless I ramble some nordnorsk sometimes when the pirate languages leak. So how about this? View fundamentals. Getting started, syntax and expressions, list rendering. Okay, this is interesting. This is very direct, like how to get started. Here's how to read the language. This is how to use this thing. This is how to use that. This is one approach. It's not what I want to do. I want to go a bit more in depth than that. You know, talk philosophy, talk ideas, thoughts, make the user think about their actions. Is that the right name for this method? Should you separate this code into a separate object? I don't know. Oh, why am I looking at this one? That's not one. This one. This seemed to have a good structure, I think. If this is the same page I looked at before, it should be a syllabus. This one. It's not here. Ah, here it is. This seems to have a good structure to things. Now this is Java. It has nothing to do about Godot, but the structure of this syllabus can be useful to us. We have an overview of Java, introduction, I assume, to the course, a little bit about Java. Java is, I don't know what that is, how you can install the tools, some basics. I assume that has to do about variables, methods, something like that, maybe classes, a little about the operators, control flow, classes. Oh wait, here we are. Classes, hours, and methods. I wonder what this is. What is this? I have no idea. I assume it's syntax. So this is a bad name for a chapter, because you have no idea what it is. And Java, and here we have again basics, more basics. What's the difference between Java basics in lesson 1 and basics in lesson 2? I don't know. It's just basics. Maybe it's basics about something else. Maybe it's Java overview basics. So Java overview, Java basics. Well, here we have Java basics. I don't know. And here we have another introduction. Now I don't know what that's in. What we're introducing here is this the introduction to Java itself? In this case, since this I assume is the introduction to the course. We have member areas. Java garbage collection types. Oh my god, I can't believe it. When is this made? When is this made? What year is this? 1990, I don't know. I can't see it. You don't even want to. Whatever. Okay, packages. So now I'm curious if they're gonna teach how to structure packages, because I'd say that's way more important than the packages themselves. Because you often see project structures that looks like crap. If you have one package with all the classes, everything in one, like I have no idea what belongs together. I have no idea what should, anything else. What else is the Java than classes? I don't know. Methods, variables. I mean, that's pretty much any programming language. It's very mobile, I guess. Any computer can run it if you have GVM. Java is neat, and especially for business, I'd say enterprise. Java is excellent for that stuff. Although there's Kotlin, there's Go, there's even Python is getting some headwind, backwind, headboard. Lesson 3, useful. Yeah, this is the useful chapter. I don't know what that is. Libraries, data structures, generics. So I'd say, I mean, yeah, it's useful, but I'm not gonna criticize this. This is just to give me ideas of structures of tutorials, books and whatnot. You know what? Hold on. We can look at books. I'm sure there are books out there. I can find. Let's see. Flutter book. What's this? Getting started with Flutter. Okay. That's a lot of subtitles here, or chapters. Oh my god. Okay, let's find another book. Let's find a popular book. Let's search for. I'm gonna keep using Java as an example because that's the language I know best. Building microservices with micro something. What do we have here? How about this? Java for beginners. Maybe something like this. The net is a bit slow, or the website, or something. I don't know. And they're programming for beginners. Full stack web developer, Kafka series, Kafka. HTML. There we go. This seems to be very, simple. That's what I want. I want a sale book. Okay, getting started. It seems most books starts with getting started. Introduction to JSON. That seems to be the only chapter in this book. This is a video, apparently. My bad. How about this? Java programming. That's video. I don't want videos. I want books. Oh my god. Are these all videos? Why am I getting videos? They're only videos. Why? The heck? Hey, how about Kotlin? Learn Kotlin programming, 2nd edition. Okay, this looks a little better. Okay, fundamental concepts in Kotlin. Okay. Getting started with Kotlin. Get all the requirements, use a command like compile, runtime. Yeah, this is what I mean is many tutoring books are so different. And even the same, like books that teach the same are so different. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's one of the reasons I want to try to make my own book. Someday. One step at a time. Section 2, concepts, function. But here's the thing. If this truly is a fundamental, if this is a course for beginners, to me, just looking at this, it doesn't look like a course for beginners. It seems to be a course for experienced developers. And the reason I think that, because you start out with the most complicated concepts, like object-oriented programming, Kotlin. Okay, why do you start out with that? You start out with classes, interface, inheritance, visibility, all that crap. You start out with that before you teach about functions. Before you teach about function, you're trying to explain the world. And this is how a function is made, by the way, in case you didn't know. And that bothers me. I don't want to do that. That's why I'm gonna spend time on this. Okay. Let's look at this. Course overview. Introduction. What's Godot Engine? Who is this for? What you learn? What we're not gonna learn. And a summary. And here's a key note. What I want to get down is, in the summary, I'm gonna keep all the important stuff. And I mean, Chucker is a summary. But what I mean is, I want anyone that reads this book to be able to read the summary and have read the book. Because I will of course explain things, we will write about things, write about how not to do something, how to do something, considerations to do, blah blah blah, a lot of things. But in the summary we're gonna go pretty much straight, to the point. That's the idea. I don't know how that's gonna work, but we'll see. We do add the most important content here, so that when a user, if a user only reads the summary, he or she would know what he or she would need to know. Yeah, I mean that's a goal. That seems fine. Standard introduction. It's very basic. You know what? Maybe I don't need an introduction. Fuck that. I don't need that. Who cares about me? I'm gonna teach. This is Godot Engine. You click on this. It's gonna be about Godot Engine. It's not gonna be me. I am consultant extraordinaire from Norway, teaching most amazing programming methodologies. No, screw that. So what's Godot Engine? Actually, maybe not. I shouldn't begin with that. Maybe I should start with who this is for. Yes. If you clicked on this video, or if you started reading this because you want to learn this and that, you're in the right place. If you're here because you think you can learn this and that, you know, try another book. That's what I would like. That's my ambition. That's Nathan. I've not directly. No, I haven't thought about it. That being said, I have thought about it. Like, I would love to write, contribute more and make tutorials, and maybe as a job. But at the same time, maybe I don't want that, because that's not what I want to do. I don't know. It's difficult. It's a difficult situation. I may reach out at some point, but first I need to have some. I need a proof of concept at least. So when I show someone this is proof I can do this shit. You know, would you like to help, or can you contribute? Can you write some paragraphs about what you think about this subject? You know, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm not against getting help at all. That would be sweet though. But here's the thing: I'm not a professional book writer or a tutor. I'm a professional developer, and technically I'm a professional game developer because I gotten paid to do it. But that's it. I mean, yeah. Let's see. So what was I thinking about again? Chocolate milk. You never get too old for chocolate milk, by the way. And anyone that says so are wrong. Let's see. Course overview, introduction, setup. These were the initial ideas, right? That, you know, sex, drugs, video games, that's a very good point. And that's a very easy way to write something. That's a very easy way to do it. Because I can easily take shortcuts then. What I mean is, then I can easily get help by one person to do one thing. Let's say one chapter or a module about something. How to make Flappy Bird locomote there, for example. That can be one thing, and get help with that. But yeah, that would be cool too. I definitely had thoughts about that as well, because I do write a lot of small things, small projects. I like to fiddle, try things out, you know, try to experiment with new things, try to work with shaders, try to create a Game Boy shader, for example. That's one little project, and so on. That's a possibility, but that's not the goal of this one. But then again, I'm jumping project like a bunny, so who knows? Maybe I'll just jump to that and jump back a little bit, you know. Let's see. Course overview, introduction, setup. I think the idea of this was to getting started with Godot Engine. Let me remove the first words there. Yeah, the goal is not to write content. Well, the goal is to form the headers and the shaders and subtitles. So, what is Godot Engine? What you will learn? What will you learn? What will you learn? I think that's more right. We are not going to learn this. That's something. Okay. So next, that's just the course overview. So when you have watched this, you will have an idea of what the entire course is, the book. Maybe I shouldn't write the course. Maybe I should write something else. But we'll get back to that. Okay, Godot Engine overview. Now this is going to be a bit more in depth. We're gonna start by talking about the history of Godot Engine, because Godot has a history. And that's definitely something we could put in one place. From the top of my head, I can't remember even the company name that originally had proprietary. Had the Godot on Godot and used it until something happened. No, this is not a coding cookbook. That will be something completely different. This is going to be a fundamentals course. That's my goal. To teach someone that has no experience with programming at all how programming is done. Teach about concepts. Teach how you can get up and going. How to make your own game. So for people, you know, especially younger people that would like to learn how to make a game, you know, think I want to make a game. Like I want that person, be it 8 years, 12 years. Well, 8 years, maybe a bit too small. I don't know how you know brain evolves at some point. Maybe like 12 years, you know, to be able to understand this. That's my goal. So I will need to get some testers to try that, see if they understand, and if they don't understand, what don't they understand, and note that down and review. That's what I'd like to do, and that's why I'm using a Git versioning system for this, so it's easily changeable on the fly. Yeah, and we'll see where we get with that. Why is it called? But I'm wondering. That's just fine, actually. Yeah, that's right. So, the origins, company behind it, people. Would be nice to write about. Hopefully, I can get some interviews. We already know who they are. Okay, so what platform? So this is more technical. Now we're going a little technical with this. This is, you know, I may or may not include that. We'll see. Yeah, no, I would. Making a cookbooks would be much easier than what I'm doing right now. Sure. And you know. And I am going to. It's a possibility to do that, yeah, sure. We'll get back to that at some point. Not today, I think. Yeah, no, not today. We'll get back to that. Because there is potential in that idea. So, you know, Mac, Linux, Windows, Android, HTML, and etc. You know, it'll be interesting to see how this compiles now. I'm a bit curious to see how that's gonna turn out. I should have a Markdown plugin on this Visual Studio Code project, shouldn't I? Markdown. I think there's something here. Markdown only one. Which is best though? Let's see. Ah, preview. 2.3 million. 69 rates things. Yeah. English. I can't tell if this is Chinese or Japanese. This is Chinese, yeah. This is Japanese. Yeah. And this is some variation of Chinese. Let them use code. Hold on, which one is best? 2.9 millions. Cool. I guess we can try this one. Why not? Let's see how it turns out. It's installing. It's done. Good. Ooh, there we go. Now it's automatic. So when I press enter, it now creates a new line. That's what I wanted. Summary is the same as before. I'm not going to change anything here. Let's go back here. Okay, so we have that, the initial overview. So GDScript. This is about GDScript. A section about animation, Pythonish programming language, GDScript, history. History shouldn't be here. This is these are old titles. GDScript, C# and Visual Script. Oh yeah, did I get somewhere with this? Oh, did I? Oh, cool. One page. Yes, very good, very good. Okay. GDScript, visual scripting. GDScript versus Visual Scripting versus C#. Okay, differences between them. Look at which tools are best for the job. Yeah, I mean, that's gonna be a good idea. But that reminds me, in the course overview, it's gonna be important to emphasize what we're gonna be using and what's our main programming language, which probably will be GDScript. programming language. But I hope to include side-by-side comparisons using C#. Now, because this is a fundamental course about both programming and Godot Engine, I'm probably not gonna use a lot of visual scripting. I think, maybe. Unless using that will make it easier to explain the code, which may be the case. Because you may learn by seeing, you know, the loops and all the things. I'm not great with visual scripting, but that may be something to be worth looking into. It may also be great to use visual scripting to visualize the flow of code. Maybe. So yeah, these are just notes. These are just rambles. This is not the book. Keep in mind, this is just thoughts put in places. Yeah, GDScript. In which case, should I have a chapter for each? Maybe? Why not? Let's try that. We can easily change it later. The only inconvenient part of this is if I were to change an order, I have to change multiples. And that kind of suck, but C#, we'll see. We'll see. You know, while we work on this, it may be appropriate not to add multiple chapters right away like this. I think I can get away having a single MD script while working on this. And when we have enough content to split them up into proper chapters, it will probably make things a lot easier for us, wouldn't it? Yeah, definitely, because then I have everything in one place. I may include 3 hyphens, so I can easily see the chapter separation. Yeah, you know, let's try that. That could work. That could make our life easier. But it's gonna break the... That's right. Yeah, this is way easier. Oh my god. C#. That would be cool. I love the PS1 styles games, especially the more pixelated kind of Metal Gear Solid-ish visuals. You know, I like that idea though. I really do. That may be a better way. How to make game X? Well, first you gotta learn. Yeah. So I can imagine. No, I agree. That's a great idea. And I can imagine a video form of that as well. Like we're starting. Like today we're gonna create Flappy Bird 2.0, whatever, something. The name of the game, whatever that would be. But before we do that, and then you cut the camera to, like, you know, an old sofa, a bonfire, smoking pipe. First you gotta learn what GDScript is, and then you have flashbacks. I don't know. But yeah, I like that idea. I'm a bit unsure how I would put it down in words. I'm gonna keep that in the back of my mind, because that's definitely that may be a good way to word things, to put words into the contents of this. Yes, I agree. Yeah, you know, I agree. That's a great idea. It's boring having a book that teaches you everything. You want a book that teaches you something and while learning while you're doing it. Yes, that's a good idea. You're the winner, sex, drugs, video games. Don't take that out of context. Maybe I should shorten it. SDVG. So let's see. That's a good idea. I like that. I appreciate the input a lot. Short script. Am I missing something? I'm not gonna talk about. Am I talking about? Maybe I will. GD native. Yeah, short info about this. But yeah, that's a good point. In that case, I would rewrite this a little bit. That means what I'm writing right now are going to become excerpts, I think they're called. Pieces of information I would then put alongside with as you go along the tutorial. You know, like, in order to get this done, you should just read the script, and then we start this. Okay, but, you know, read the script, what is that? What's Python language? Okay, yeah, you know, that's not a bad idea, I like that. You know what? You gave me another idea. Maybe I should just make a different version for each language. So you have the same book, same content, same tutorial, but in different example in different books. So book number 1, okay, this is Godot, how to make a horror game in PlayStation 1 type graphics with JavaScript. And the second version, same title, but with C#. You know, I think that would be cool. And with this formatting and this ease of making video books like this, that would be a breeze. I could easily just, you know, replace words, copy repository, build it, done, the book is there. Yeah, I like it. Thank you. Thank you. I need to add you to credits now. Can I use a different name? Do you have I don't know if I want to add that there. Okay, why not? Username, sex, drugs, video games. Hopefully I won't get banned for this. For the great tutoring format suggestion. I'm writing it out. I hope that's okay. If you want to use a different name, let me know. I'm all for that too. And if you don't want to be there, let me know also. I will remove it. You know where to find me. I'm sometimes here, sometimes not. Today I'm lucky because I have more energy. I had my second Corona vaccine today. I feel great. Finally, I'm done with that shit. I don't have to, you know, take tests or something. I don't know. Let's see. Discord will use. But yeah, that's definitely way easier than what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is kind of doing a little bit of everything. But that may be too much. Let's see how this looks now. I'm gonna build this and see how this turns out. And the way I build that reminds me, I'm gonna make an npm installer for the scripts, I think, so I can easily create those. If you look at the oh boy, let me not open that one. Let me open File Explorer. Let me open the output. This is how the book looks, by the way, when you compile it with multiple chapters. I separated the markdown files with numbers. So number 1, of course, overview. Number 2, Godot Engine overview, and so on. It's really nice. I love the way this looks. This is so clean. It's so crisp. It's so friendly. Of course, there's no content here yet. The little notes are what in chapter 3 about JavaScript. But you can see this looks amazing. Just spot on my monitor here. Oh, I spilled something. Maybe it's cola. Maybe it's blood from my enemies. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know, but I think it's a good approach. I think it's a really good approach. The downside to that approach, which is not really a downside, something I would have to do anyway, is that I would first have to create that game fully, completely, and then rework that game a little bit, take it apart. You know what? I have a game. Jolt, I think. I have a game, maybe. Let's see. Castle Balloon Beard. Maybe that'll be a great game. Because this is not a simple game by any means. I mean, the game is simple, yeah, but the code is not simple because there's a lot involved here. A lot of clever things involved. Right? Can I play this in the browser? Guess not. Guess we can download this. Let's try to download it. I have the source code for this. I have the source code for this. Why am I downloading it? Let me just open it. Project. List. Yes, thank you. Snake Pixel. What was that? Ah, there it is. Custom Moonbird. There it is. Let's play this. It's gonna be a bit loud now. I apologize. It may be loud. I don't know. I suspect it'll be loud. Let me stop the music. Hold on to your hats. Caps. Last time I played this, apparently I got to level 4 before quitting. Let me turn on music a little bit. This is a game. Simple game. Very simple. Very simple. Level 1. Ooh. Okay, cool. What do I do? Oh. Oh, this is inspired from Ship's Adventure, I think it's called, the game. Very old game. Pick a heart. I then open heart door, which has a that symbol, whatever that's called. Diamond. Okay, where's the diamond door? The diamond door is down here. Okay, but this door has a key down there, I think. Haha, it has a heart. Yeah, but I think this will be a great game. It's kind of cute. It's not overly complicated. It certainly is a game. There's puzzles, and this is a puzzle game. And we have some shaders. We have some flickering going on. We have sandwich. We have a time limit, we have a score, we have a goal. Yeah, maybe. I enjoy this game, but the reason I wanted to make a game such like Ship's Adventure is because I enjoy that game, the hell out of that game when I was in school or a long time ago. I can drown, right? Yeah, I can drown. Support myself with chocolate milk. Excuse me. Okay, level 2. Let's try again. Okay, push that one there. Okay, now we have learned we cannot move over the water. That's how the player learns. Okay, so I moved it on there. Now I can move on it. Yay! And we have enemies. Let me pick up the balloonies. Balloonies. The hot dog. So what's this? Is this dangerous? Oh. But yeah, but this could be a great game for a tutorial, because I really like this game and it's simple. It's kind of cool. I wanted to make a multiplayer version of this game. I had revisited this game to try to work the code a little bit, because this was made during Game Jam, by the way. So it's made in like a few days. I don't know how long, but the code isn't that great. It's kind of messy. Here we have a different level. What's this? Fire, water, ice? What happens if I go here? Oh shit. Oh, I can't move. Huh. Apparently when you go here, you just move and can't get the things. So how do we solve that? What is this? Rabbit feet? Or is it a Triton's head? Oh, I got something. Okay, can I go here? No, can I go here? Oh shit, I'm stuck. I cannot move. Okay, so I cannot move. Oh, there's the goal. Okay, so now I'm going down here. Okay, where am I ending up? Apparently in the beginning. Okay, great. So can I go in the fire? Probably not. Let's try. I die again. Okay, so let's just get the flippers. Let's go up and see what happens. Oh, ooh, I can swim. And I picked up some skates. I assume now that this means I can walk on ice, and I can. And here there is something that resembles I know what it is, but I'm trying to see what it resembles. What does it resemble? nunchucks. No. A mace with a flail around it. Yeah, it's a extinguisher, right? And I got the balloon. So now, what happens? How do I use it? Space? No. No? How do I use it? I walk on it. Oh, I walk on it now. Yes! I get rid of fire. Fire bad. And here I get something that looks like boots with spikes, maybe. Let's see what happens. Can I go here now? Of course, I'm not surprised. I made this game with the help of the old DM that made the graphics for this game. Yay, victory! Level 4. And this is the first level I made on myself. The 3 first level is just copy levels from the first game. But yeah, this is what I'd like to make. This would be cool. And one of the reasons this game is really cool is because it's really easy to make levels. It's so easy to make and change level. I can change levels like this. Because the way we have made this is that by using the tile map, you can just draw the level. And it automatically creates the entities when you run the game. Everything just... it's created. And to demonstrate, let's just open level 4, because that's what the last one we were in. And that looks like this. This is a level. And the entire level is just a node. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 tile maps. There's nothing else in this, just tile maps. All you have to do is draw it. So if I were to draw this there, guess what? If I run this game. There it is! Oh, it works! It's so easy! Oop, I pick it up. You know, and this kind of know-how is pretty useful, because you can use this type of level creation in other games. You can even create a level editor using this knowledge. It's very simple. I don't know what this is logging, but yeah. The issue I had and still have with this game code is that it was written in only a few days, so I didn't really have time to make it easy to understand. So if you look at, this is the level script. This is the script of the level. Each level has a time limit. It has a level number, so level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. It has a song. Now this song, I don't know if this is actually a volume or if it's a song index to a song. I don't know. That's my bad coding. We have a UI, screen overlay. Yeah, I mean, this is really easy to understand. It's a very short class C script. And each level has the same script. So what is creating the entities? Probably, that's a great title. Oh my god. Yeah, you can there should be a sorry about that. I probably knocked the head of the microphone there. I made a web browser version of this game, but I don't think what the hell? I made some other games too, so oh yeah, I made the marketable one. This is apparently the most popular one. Shake Attack is another in the Game Jam game. Cool. And of course, Flappy Bird. Can't forget Flappy Bird. That's important. This is the most important game in the game world. This is a browser game, I think. This is a WebGL game. I think it was originally made in Unity. I think. Is it? I think it's Unity. Yeah, it's Unity. Ugh. Why inherit from classes? I'm not a fan of inheritance anymore. I appreciated it. I would use it if I could. But now, I'm not. Not really. And it's not because it in itself is bad. It's just that by using it and using it too much, it makes code more difficult to read and understand. And that's it. That's the reason. And this is just based on my own experiences. Maybe someone else have a better life than me and have a better impression from inheritance than me. Ah, shit. Oh, shit, I died. Pun intended. But yeah, let's go back to the book, I guess. So, if you were to want to make a game, I think this is the game I would then use. Because most of this is already done. The game is there. I just need to go through it once again and remake the game by hand, one step at a time. And then see and note down what I'm doing in the order I'm doing it, so that I can reproduce a guide in written form, as well as teach the fundamentals as we go along. Now, I have a few taboos in this source code. I can see right away here. Possibly. What is global? I mean, I know what a global is, but what's the where's this data coming from in global? Is it just constants, or is it loaded from a config file? I don't know. I am, by the way, I'm my own worst critic. Definitely, without a doubt. Luckily, oh my god, awaiting input from player use or start buttons. What this? That's what this says right here. Like, it takes 1 second to read this. Okay, I press accept. Okay, I press start. Okay, now accept and use is not the same name. I agree. This can be improved by changing the action name to use, or action use, or something like that. I agree. That could be better. But still, this is redundant code. So if we are in the credits, so if the global thread is credits, then we run the slash screen. Okay. Else, if we run slash, we run the title. Else, we play a sound. Meep. And then we turn off the process input and run main menu. Now, what does run main menu does? I don't know. I think it just shows things. So maybe all of this should just be draw, splash screen, draw, title screen, or something like that. It's so quiet now. Let me turn on the music. I need music. It's scary to be alone with my own thoughts. Oof. Next one. There we go. Let's see. Oh my god, there's so much taboo here. Every comment is here are development comments. The purpose of these comments is to think out what you're about to do. But once you have done that, you should remove them. Yeah, that's my stance on that. Now this comment is interesting. Is this truth or is this a lie? This comment states something that is out of the scope of this single function. It says here that default games, I'm assuming that this splash screen is the default game state when we are out of menus. So it talks about other functionality of our code, which may or may not change at any time. So at some point, when let's say I'm working here in the main menu, I change something. That would make this into a lie. It's very unlikely I would then see this and change this. Because comments are just noise words. You ignore them after a while and stop reading them, leaving them redundant and useless, actually. Bam, kill. Yeah, this is a game I would like to recreate for sure. I would definitely. I'm gonna talk to JODM and see if I can't. My Twitter link, really? Twitter? Oh, maybe I'm banned. I don't know why I would be banned, but really? Where did I find my Twitter link anyway? Is it on YouTube stream or YouTube something? Let's investigate this matter. Yep. This is my company account. Oh, I'm live. Let's see. It doesn't work. What the hell? Okay, that's interesting. What the fuck? What is this? What is this? Are you getting that? Are you getting the question? Is this sabotage? Huh. I don't know. I have no clue why that is the case. Can I edit this? No, I can't, because this is not me. I'm not subscribed to myself. Oh jeez, I better fix that. Better click that bell and set it all. You know, it's important. Okay, I don't know why that's the case. I will see if I can check that out later on. Check out why Facebook and Facebook URL is weird. Thank you for letting me know. Let's see. Before I go back to the game and looking at how we can write out a course of that, let's run a create PDF command, because I want to see how the book looks like when I currently have one source file of Markdown. Hey, you know, this is fine. This is fine. There's nothing different. Hell yeah, this is perfect. This makes it so much. I think it's. Is it? Oh no, there's differences. This, the table of contents one was in its own page before, when we had multiple Markdown files. But you know what? This is acceptable. I can work with this while we are building this book. But I have to really think about this. This is not an easy thing to do. If we are going to create a tutorial as the building blocks of the rest. Ah, interesting. I feel a slightly comfortableness where I had my vaccine shot today. So weird. Anyway, if we're gonna write our course details, we'll begin by, okay, what we're gonna do. What are we gonna do? We are going to... Okay, who's this for? I agree, we should still do that. Make a game that looks like this, and then pictures, and something like that. So what's Godot Engine? I guess that can be a part of the course overview. It does feel like it's part of that. Maybe not what is Godot Engine. Maybe I should ask why. Why is Godot Engine? That's a better question. Yeah, no, it's really weird. Really? I don't know. It's strange. It didn't work for me either. So why Godot Engine? It's the great question in life. Why? Because it's free. It's amazing. It does the job well. There's no loop. There's no hoops, illegal hoops you have to jump through to sell a game, to create a game. You know. And this is also still important part of the introduction of the course. So what you're gonna learn throughout this course while we're making this game? What will you learn? What will you learn throughout this course while we are making our amazing game? You know, CC0 license is #1 reason. CC0. I'm not familiar what that means. CC0. I'm sure it's good. You're right. Creative comments. Oh. Cool. That was MIT though. Anyhow, okay, what will you learn? Making a game. You will learn how to master your own. Okay, you will learn GD script. How to control GD script to your will. No, how to bend GD script to your will. What else? How to program a game. Oh, that's stupid. It's not stupid. But yeah, let's see if I can think of something more later. Let me write a note. This is a note, so I'm gonna write it as such. For myself. This is more about content. Okay, so this is the idea of the content. This is more directly notes, like direct notes for myself. Like this script for what the main program language, but I hope it includes server side. So what we're not gonna learn, this is also important. I don't see this often in books or tutorials. They often don't include what we're not gonna learn, because this is just as important as what you will learn. Because there may be people that go to this book or this video course for a specific reason, and that may be to learn something about shader, for example, or something about online multiplayer, or maybe something about something else, and they will get told right away that this is not for you if that's what you want to learn. Sorry, you know, be honest, be upfront. Yeah, I don't know what the garbage is. I have no idea. I think it's, wait, I know why. It's Restream. Restream is this scenery here. I think something happens here, like something. I think Restream is screwing this up when I'm updating here. That's good. Okay, let's try that. Okay, back to this and summary of this chapter. Yeah, but no, I'm not gonna have summaries in that way then. Will we? No, we will. I think I'll leave that there. Summary. Yeah. That's, maybe we should cut this off. It's not easy. This is probably the reason why it takes years to write books. If you are making an effort, let's use a boilerplate without a soul, and I don't want to create a soulless book or soulless course. That's not what I'm doing it. If I were to do that, then what's the point? So, yeah. All these are parts of will be parts within something. So I guess the way to go then is to make a guide for the game and work on that and inject the information you need in each section before you move on to the next. So in chapter 1 you will learn to set up Godot Engine, you will learn how to set it up to your liking, how you want this to look, where do you want the node tree to be, where do you want the signal window to be, and so on and so on. We'll talk a little about that. You know how to navigate, you know. Small download PC mobile. Oh yeah, it's a good idea. I would use a growing community rather than big community, because big is relative. And again, growing is relative as well, I guess, but I think it's more truthful to say growing. I don't know. Why Godot Engine? But small download, I don't know if that's a good reason. But what I like, something I really appreciate by the way, is that there's a web version of the Godot Engine. I love it. I love it so much. You have no idea how much I love that. I think this is a great way to get people started learning Godot Engine if I were to use this, the web version. I can find out how to start this. Apparently it's broken. Let me clear persist data and try again. Start again. Apparently it's broken. It's embarrassing. Okay, let's forget about that. That was good before. I don't know why this doesn't work now. Maybe I have some plugins or something that messes it up. But if that's the case, we would then jump with this one. Because this is already done. The idea and concept is bounded. It's solid. It has useful information. It will teach you about structuring the game folders, how to organize the code, how to separate shared logic and whatnot. But what that also means is I will really have to rewrite this project in such a way that I could put my own stamp of approval, on it. I'll also have to check the fonts whether or not I can use them. I have no idea if these are open source. I think they're open source, but I also did not add a license folder, which is a bad thing. Because since this time, I've learned a lot. I learned so much, and I keep learning every day, every month, every week, every year. So. I think I made all of these. Did I? think I made all this with a SFX generator or something like that. Except the music. This I have credited, I believe, somewhere. Probably in the README of the project, which is not shown here. Because it's a markdown file to show up. Oh, credits! Oh, it's not credits, it's credits scene. That's true. Thank you for playing a game inspired by Ship Challenge. That's great for that game, I think that's cool. There's a globe. Oh my god. What am I looking at? Oh, thank god. Yeah, this is a hard-coded configs. We are definitely going to go into file reading and writing. That's a great part for a tutorial. I mean, that's a great part for a little chapter. Like, okay, now how can I load and write config? That's a section by itself that some people may just go directly to because they want to find out how to do that, you know? So thank you so much again, Sex, Drugs, Video Games, yeah, for those suggestions. That is great. I love those suggestions. It will make it easier for me as well because that gives you an even more focus. Okay, this is what we're gonna create. And throughout the process of creating this, we're gonna learn the fundamentals. We're gonna learn how to write how to write code using GDScript. We're gonna learn how it works. What is a method? What's a function? What's the difference? It's the same thing. It's just people choose to use one or the other depending on the language for some reason. But I'll call it the box. It's a box. In the box we have things. And the things belongs to the box alone. Okay, will not leave the box unless the thing has a wire attached to it that also goes in another box. Well, I want to use that as an example, but you get the idea. This is a useful comment. This is the first useful comment I've seen so far in this entire code base. By looking at this, yeah, unless you're really good at the hex code, is that the name? Hex code? Also, why don't I have this here? I don't know. For some reason I don't have it there. But anyway, this is a great comment. It tells me it goes from dark to light. I would not know this. I mean, I may have an idea, but I wouldn't know this right away unless I read this comment. This is a great name. Comment, I mean. Oof. We don't need this anymore. We have states. We have current state, whole time. We have player speed, we have player inventory. Yeah, we can make this persistent as well, I think. Well, not persistent, because it's per level. What I mean is, you know what? No, this part wouldn't be persistent. Because we're not gonna load and save during a level, because it's a puzzle game. You start a level, and it's saved when you complete the level, because you unlock the next level. If you quit your game in the middle of the level, guess what? You'll have to start over again. So all of these are topics that would be great for a book and a series. I'm gonna make a video series out of this after I've written the book. Yeah, this is great. I love this so much. I'm feeling the motivational forces within me here. We have entities, we have ideas that belong to the entities, and so on. Today, I would rewrite this and turn this into a JSON. I would put all this data into a JSON. Just to make it easier to manage. This kind of data I don't feel belongs into the code unless this were to be changing. But these are IDs, these are not going to change. These are facts, these are constants, unchanging data. Same with this, same with that, same with this. By the way, these IDs are for the generation of levels. These IDs reflect the cell IDs that's being used. So when you draw a tile, that specific tile has an ID based on what tile it is. Thank you for following. Godzilla Skyline. Can I add that to the credits instead? Because that would be great. I mean, I'm not against this amazing username you have here on YouTube, but still, I mean, you know, if you want me to use a different name, please let me know, and I'll fix it right away. I'll even show you where I would fix it. I'll fix it right there. I would find, you know, your non-possible offense responsive name would go here, you know. But you know, I'm not saying it's a bad name. I'm just saying I think it's fine. If you ask me personally, it's fine. Let's see, just minimize that. And this shouldn't be globals. Like, if anything, these globals should be its own script, its own thing. So instead of accessing global.inventory, it will be global. It will just be inventory or something. Because this is just a long file with a lot of things. It even handles music for some reason. For some reason, in the global, we stop music. We play music. Oh boy. Yeah, why not? Let's make a sequel. Castle Balloonbeard strikes back with furious rage, and this time he shoots lasers through his eyes. Unless no, that's the villain. The villain's the one that shoots lasers. It's a clone, a dark red Castle Balloonbeard instead of a green one, which we have right now. Yes, I should be a story writer. Why not? Sandwich. Let's see. I have to ask, what are you answering sure about? Okay, I think there's a delay. I think that maybe it's a big delay. I don't know. I feel like it's a big delay. And then again, it might be an excuse to put those words in there, so I can advertise in this game. We write about. We have written seconds. Let me know what name you want anyway. If you want, if you have a more personal name or formal name or a username, or a Twitch account you want me to share link to or something. I don't know. So anyone that's watching, now's your chance to get credits in the book someday, maybe, hopefully. So give me some great advice, and then I'll shoot you. Look at these comments, I'm crying. Look at this. Enable input events. And right below it, set the input process. True. And in here, create timer. Here you create a timer. Okay, great. Load level. Start music. Play music. These are developer nodes that haven't been removed yet. They should be removed. And even better yet, the developer nodes that has multiple lines below it should be turned into a function. Create timer, something like this. And then I would put it somewhere appropriately. I don't know, create timer. Let's try this here. This is work. It seems to work. Perfect. Look at this. Now this text right there is exactly what is written out below it. So, which means this is readable. This is fine. One line. Low level. It's fine. I think we could wrap this possibly, but low level is explicit enough to understand what you're doing. The only thing that may be slightly unclear is what the hell this is. What is this? Global config. Okay, level current. Okay, so this. Now I know as a developer what this is, but if you are a journalist or something that has no idea what coding is and read this, you have no idea what the hell. What is config level current? I don't know. One way to change this would be in the global to create a get current level function and then return this there, and therefore making this suddenly very readable. I'm gonna make it on here. I wouldn't, but I don't want I don't want it here though. I don't want it here, but I will leave it here for now. Where's the config though? That's from the global, right? Yeah, it's here. It should be here. Yeah, there it is. There it is. See how beautiful. In only a few seconds, I made this way more understandable. But yeah, I think this is what we're gonna work on next time. We are going to recreate Castle Balloonbeard for the purpose of writing down that knowledge on a book, in a book that may or may not be a HTML web page, that may or may not be a MOBI file that you can easily read on the mobile. We'll see, and we'll see what I want to do with this. On one side, actually, I'm not gonna say what I was thinking there, but yeah, we will get back to this. Let me write a little list here. What time is it? How long have I been going now? What time is it? Let's see. How long? 1.5 hours. Perfect. Okay. Let's see if I can finish this up today. Is there anything else I have not gone through here about the plan of writing a book? And thanks to you again, Sex, Drugs, Video Games. We have a plan, a good plan forward for writing a book with the information I wanted to share to begin with, but in a more meaningful way, with a purpose, not just a flat guide that tells you everything. You know, and that way it will also become a way better video tutorial. Oh yeah. Why do I have these comments here? These comments are made to anger me. I am now the future self, and I anger looking at these comments. Past myself is like, comment everything. Start timer. I should comment this comment. This comment will tell you to start the timer. So, oh my god, everything is commented here. Don't take me wrong, some comments are fine, although more likely than not it's not. Let's see if you can find a great comment. Oh, this is the Lady of Judgment. She judges the quality of your code. Don't disappoint, Lady of Judgment. Hahaha. So I wrote this a long time. Apparently it's a Easter egg or something. Oh boy, look at this. It's so long. It's because we have so many comments. That's why it's so long. Okay. But this is a good plan. But I'm gonna end this now. We're gonna continue this another time. That may be tomorrow, it may be in a couple days, or it may be the weekend. I don't know. It really depends on my energy levels, because I've been sick for a while now. So we'll see how it goes. So thank you all for joining. And it'll be interesting to see how this project will end up. And this should be a short-term project compared to, say, Pitao project, which is my dream game. This is the game I want to create, which is a multiplayer game, a role-playing game with players instead of NPCs. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. And honestly, one of my motivations to do this is also to see if I can monetize something, to earn some side business, side income, so I can allow myself to do this more often. So someday maybe I can do this full time. I don't know. That would be the dream, I guess, because this is what I want to do. We'll see. Then again, I enjoy what I'm doing now, but maybe I will work 6 months out of a year or something, and then the other 6 months I will work on this. What I want to do more. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Thank you all, and I hope you all have a nice day. Bye bye.